Hello everyone, this is Chaotic D as part of Club Chaos Gaming. I am playing Defiance 2050's closed beta for PS4, and I'll be going over some information on how power works, how the weapon systems work, and how to get better stuff. So, if we go ahead and open up our character screen, we can see that my current power rating in the beta is 618, and this is an average across both of your weapons, your shield, and your grenade. As you can see, my pulsar selectors are power rating 650, my shield is a 600, and my grenade is a 574. If we go ahead and open up our inventory for these, we can see that there's a lot of convoluted information on this page that I'll be going over in more information. The first thing that needs to be known is the power rating of each of these weapons is right above the stars on the left side. So as you can see with the auto pistol for Von Bach at the top, it is currently a power rating of 537. The second number to the right of that is the item's level. This is the level of the weapon. So the auto pistol Von Bach is currently at level 10. The stars underneath of these are basically the tier of how good that item is for that level. And that determines the power rating. So, I have a level 10 weapon that is a 4-star purple, and I have a level 10 assault rifle that is a 3-star blue. Now that's a little bit harder to compare because they're not the same type of weapon, but this creates the main issue that the game currently has. Blues that are 3 tiers of the same level are dropping at higher power levels than the purples at 4 tier of the same level. And I can click on enhance, and you can clearly see that this is a rank 0 out of 15, and this is clearly a rank 0 out of 20. The base power level of the pistol should be higher than the base power level of the blue assault rifle. And you can tell me, well, hey, they're different weapon types. That shouldn't matter in regards to power. The power is dictated in this game based on the level of the weapon and the star tier of the weapon, and might also include the rarity tier of the weapon. So there's no reason that a purple level 10 4-star tier should be lower power level than a blue 3-star tier of the same level. It's broken. It doesn't work. There's no common sense in why this is happening, and it is a massive issue with the programming on this beta that hopefully doesn't carry over to the full release. Now let's take another step back. As you can see, the grenade launchers here are working as intended. You can see that there is a 2-star at 550, which is a level 11, and a 3-star at 553, which is level 11. That's how it should work. That's how all the guns should work. But for some reason that's not happening with certain items. And it doesn't even matter if it's the same type of item or it's a different type of item. There is different sections of the programming where the guns aren't being created with the correct values, and it is creating problems. But before we get into much more of that, I'm going to break this down a little bit easier so everybody can understand exactly how this works. And I'm going to be going all the way over here to the Pulsar and the Disruptor Selector weapons as an example for this, since I have the Pulsar Selector equipped. So power is what you need to have to feel more powerful in this game, which I haven't really noticed in this beta from 1 to 25. But that's not going to be getting into. Instead, as you can see here, I have two weapons, same rarity, both green, same level. The one's a 3-star, the one's the 2-star. There's an 100 level difference. This works, I understand it. This is where things get more complicated. You can click your enhance button and you can see you can increase the rank of the weapon. This increases the power of that item. It also allows you to increase the weapon stats of the item, which also increases the star tier of the item, which can make it kind of hard to tell what's good and what's bad when you're early in the game, because you can bump a level 9 to 622 and have a level 11 at 550, and you can instantly say, wow, this 622 is way higher, when technically this is higher, it's just not ranked up. Instead, this is a level 13 because I dumped a massive amount of salvage parts into it to bump its power rating. In theory, you want to equip whatever your highest is to do the most damage. But it doesn't quite work when you eventually realize that you can cap the item at a specific power rating. It can't go any further. You eventually get to the point that you've spent all the material into bumping a low-level weapon. You get something higher eventually that is way higher power, and then you feel like you're wasted your time. All of the mechanics in this game are built exclusively for endgame. There is none of these systems that need to be even looked at until you've reached endgame. And that's a very big misstep. Somebody that's just going to start the game is going to look at this and say, oh, I need to have 3-star, 4-star, I need to have a higher level, I need to have a higher power rating. Oh, look at these stats. I need to equip some mods onto my weapon. I need to bump my rank of the weapon. And none of that is necessary at all, and a complete waste of time until you reach endgame. And then once you've reached endgame, then you have to say, okay, I have a endgame level item. I want to get a endgame level item that's orange. I then want to get a endgame level item that is 10-star. I then want to fully max the rank of that item. I then want to place mods and add mod slots to that item. And then on top of that, mods have their own power ranks as well. So you can put mods on an item and then have better mods and then have better mods, and you're just wasting mods at that point. So here's the main breakdown. Nothing matters except for the power rating on a weapon. And then you hit level cap. And then you want to get an orange 10-star weapon at max level with max power rating mods at orange tier mods, and then fully dump salvage into it to max rank. And that's only for one weapon. The mechanics to get that one weapon to max ability is absolutely insane. The amount of work, the amount of requirements is ridiculous. There is so much mechanics implemented into this that if there isn't a way of bumping level or bumping star tier, this is going to create a massive problem for the game's loot system. It is so easy in endgame to instantly say a weapon is awful or a weapon is good because of how different the stats become depending on rarity, tier, level, mods, and power. And that's a lot of information to look at for someone just starting this type of game. And then on top of that, when you start adding the problem that's occurring with some of the issues going on with the game, this 537 4 tier purple to a 543 tier blue, it starts to worry me. So this is something that I want Tryon to take some consideration into, because as it stands right now, there's going to be some massive endgame issues if this doesn't change. It's convoluted, it's over excessive, and somewhere in your programming there's something going wrong. And that's not even going to get me started at the drop system. Tryon, you've told us that the level cap, per se, the power cap, is supposed to be 1200. Okay, I understand that. The highest gun I've been able to get in this beta, which I put probably more hours than most people on this beta have, has been a level 11. I'm a level 25, but I understand that, okay? If a level 11 is the highest level weapon that drops, I understand it's in beta. But then we have the issues with the grenades and shields. First off, all of these shields are rank 1s. I don't know how you managed to get this messed up, but somewhere along the lines, your level requirement got screwed up and all of your shields show as 1s. You can't tell what's going on, and for the life of me, it will not drop a shield even near 605 to 650. It will only drop shields at 600. Well, if my average power is 618, it should be dropping shields in the range of 618. Same with grenades. I have a ton of level 25 grenades, but it has exclusively given me at a highest 574, and it's been giving me these numbers by 1 power level increase at a time. If I'm getting 574 grenades and my power average is 618, it should be giving me much higher grenade values than one level higher. It doesn't make sense. If this is the case, the 1200 rank that you've given the community is impossible to get near. Because if the grenades are only dropping one level higher at an average of 10 to 20 minutes of gameplay, and my average is 618, which means that gear should drop around 618, there's something really wrong. So this is just a message to everyone in the Defiance community, and a message to Tryon developers. From a game design perspective, these systems don't really work, and it could just be beta. I hope it's just beta. You can please tell me it's just beta. But if beta was really supposed to have a cap of 1200, that just makes me more concerned. And you really have to look into what is going wrong with these systems, why they're acting like this, and try to correct them. Thank you for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. This has been a video from Club Chaos Gaming. I am Chaotic D, and game on.